Deng in the room. Chris, when you're ready.
Scott, to be honest, I'm still trying to process how you won that game. It was an incredible performance, and to be honest, it probably sums up the heart and the character and the spirit that you've built over 4 years in that one performance. How do you sum it up?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't say it any better, to be quite honest with you, Chris. It's obviously a remarkable win, and as I've always said, a team with high character guys that are humble and hungry and do the right things. You'll go to bat with them anytime, and these guys just continue to just show up and fight and scrap and adversity and obstacles and things that go through a season. And it was probably one of the greatest games I've ever been a part of, to be quite honest with you, and without question the best home game ever here in this building. And so proud to be an understatement of our guys and their fight, but I know the character of this group, and we just are not going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, you summed it up nicely. I mean, it's remarkable in so many ways, not only because you lose Sean, having already lost Will, and then they probably controlled the game from halfway through the second quarter right up until probably the last minute of regulation. But you just refuse to go away. You refuse to die. You refuse to stop fighting. I mean, that's just what this team's built on.
Yeah, I mean, credit to obviously Jook and the group, and just to tenacity to just go through things. And Shawnee was a big blow to us. He's a huge factor of what we planned this season for him, and we rallied around him the other day. He just got out of surgery about an hour ago, actually. Crawford has a baby, and he's been on a whirlwind 48-hour deal. And then we have these two games right away, and so it's just someone else steps up, and it's just the next man up, and we just got great contributions across the board with, starting Nick Stoddard, who has been on a tear in our practices for about 3 or 4 weeks, and for him to step in there and just go and play, and Ian Humber finally gets the minutes that I think he earned and deserved, and we just had enough guys chipping in, and Milton Doyle never gets an offensive rebound, but he sure as heck got a big one that one.
He did. I'll come back to you, Scott. But Majok, how are you feeling? I mean, that's an incredible individual performance from you to give your team a chance, and then an incredible team performance. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Obviously, when you get a win, it's a lot better. It might look like a great game for me, but I did a lot of not great things, the thing that we stand by. But shout out to the team that stuck by me. They believe in me, and they push me through, and that's what we do. We play for one another.
No, trust me, you did a lot of great things as well, as I'm sure Scott can testify too. What's your feeling when you hit that three to send the game into overtime? I mean, what's going through your mind in that moment? How good of a feeling is that, and where does it rate in terms of all-time great moments for you?
I trust my shot. I've been working for that for a long time, and credit to Coach. He told me at halftime I was a little bit hesitant, and he told me shoot the ball. They all believe in me, and then again, shout out to Jack McVay. I hit a big shot.
It was a very Jack McVay-like shot.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
The other big part of this game was, I mean, without Will, and they've got Humphreys, they've got Martin, they've got Harold. They had the potential to be really dominant inside, but you end up winning the rebound count. You end up with 17 offensive rebounds. You win the game on an offensive rebound. You were part of those battles, Jook. How did you overcome those odds?
When you miss a guy like Will Magnay, he's the best center in the league, we all got to chip in from the guards. As you can see, we got to get winning from a guard, and that just shows the character, the grit and grind, and we just all play for one another. At halftime, that was a focal point that we were giving away a easy offensive rebound, and for us to come out and win that's a credit to the group, and that's one of the areas that we've been trying to work on for the last couple, maybe a month now. And for us to come out to win the rebound count against that team is a huge credit to everybody on the team.
Okay, your thoughts on that side of it as well, Scott? Because, yeah, like I said, potentially that could have been a huge obstacle for you in this game, but you just willed yourself to compete.
Yeah, I think, just well, there's a few things that really take no talent, and rebounding is actually one of them. And we talk about this consistently about doing the things really well that take no talent. And, running back on defense is not, there's no talent involved. You either do it or you don't. And going to offensive rebound and going to box out, 90% of the rebounds are below the rim. And so it's just more of a want. And there's no talent involved other than finish your box outs and go do your job. And so we continue to harp on that, obviously. And we've been a really good rebounding team for the last 3 years on both sides of the ball. And this year we've just been a little bit inconsistent, but it's something that we continue to talk about. Excuse me.
You're talking about Nick Stoddart. Not only did he start tonight, but we talked in the last game, he just scored his first NBL points. And now tonight, he comes out and hits 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. That was an amazing way for him to open the game.
Yeah, he's a really talented kid, and he's, when he came to us early in the first, I'd say maybe 6 to 8 weeks, I think he was a little bit taken back by the work and what was taking place, and credit to him, and really credit to, Jack Fleming and Mark Radford and Jared Weeks, kind of in the Shawnee Mack kind of thing, same thing when we got him. He just started to work and started to get into the system and see our players work, and in the last 4 to 6 weeks, I'd probably say, he's just, in practice, been a handful to guard, a handful for anyone to be around and play one-on-one with him. I was quite happy for him. I told him, listen, I need the aggressive Nick Stoddart tonight. I don't need a passive one that's going to defer to people. And I wish he wouldn't have gotten in foul trouble because he would have played some more minutes out there because he has a really good skill set, and he deserves it because he's put in the work.
This doesn't matter as much now because you won the game, but you won 2 coach challenges and then you didn't get possession back on either of them. Was that as baffling to you as it was to a lot of us?
Well, first of all, I don't even know when I win them and when I lose them because I have no idea, to be quite honest with you. I just listen to the coaches and they say do it, and that's all I do. But I thought the one that was in the corner, I actually thought he was out of bounds and stepped out of bounds, and I thought it was our ball. And then I thought we had the rebound, and then he went over our back, but both those didn't transpire in their view. But yeah, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I just go with the flow.
Very short turnaround. You play on Sunday. It's the early game on Sunday, but it's also the 350th game for your captain. Can I just get a word on Clint reaching 350?
Yeah, I mean it's a remarkable achievement. Just having Tarangi come off of that, and now Clint and. I'll talk more about him on Sunday, but really, when I was lucky enough to get this job at this franchise, one of the big things I wanted to do was bring Clint Steinel with me on this journey, and he's been remarkable, on and off the floor, incredible husband, a true pro that, these guys get to see, and Nick Stoddart gets to see how he works and shows up, and his leadership has been incredible, and there's no one that I would want more than when I started this franchise to go on this journey with me, and it's turned into a really remarkable story for him, and we just love him to death, and Kayla and the kids, so yeah, he's a special guy.
Yeah. Jill, you talked the other day about how you thought Ruben had 10 more years left in his career. What are your thoughts on your captain as he reaches the same milestone?
It's a credit to him. He's been playing for a while, and for him to reach that milestone is a big credit to his work ethic and taking care of your body. And he lead by example. That's the first thing that I noticed when I first got here. And whether he's playing big minutes or not playing at all, he's the same guy. And you always want a guy like that leading. And yeah, we all proud of him, and we just gotta keep playing and see where it leads. And for me to be a part of that later, staying with him is a blessing.
Perfect. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.